More than 600,000 teenagers have been opening their GCSE and Level 2 results today, marking the end of secondary school for most of them. This year's results carry particular weight, as they come after years of disruption from the pandemic, grading adjustments, and ongoing debates about fairness in the system. But beyond the numbers, there are 5 key takeaways that reveal the bigger story. First, the GCSE pass rate has fallen again. Across England, Wales, and Northern Ireland, 67.4% of grades were at 4 or C and above. That's slightly down from 67.6% last year, though top grades have inched up a little. What's striking is the difference between nations. In Wales and Northern Ireland the pass rate actually rose, but in England it dropped. This means that while the overall system has stabilized since the pandemic, competition for places in sixth forms and colleges could become even more intense. Second, the number of resits is rising fast. Nearly 1 in 4 maths and English entries came from people aged 17 and older. Many of them are retaking after struggling the first time around during the tougher post-pandemic grading. But the success rate is far lower. Only about 1 in 5 older candidates achieved a pass. Education leaders call this a resit crisis, warning that the current policy may be demoralizing and damaging to confidence, and pushing for deeper reform of maths and English education. Third, the regional gap in results has narrowed, but inequalities remain. London still leads with a pass rate of 71.6%, while the West Midlands is at the bottom with 62.9%. The gap between top and bottom performing regions is now 8.7 percentage points, slightly less than last year, but still wider than before the pandemic. This suggests the long-standing issue of educational inequality is far from solved, and the effects of COVID are still visible in the data. Fourth, the gender gap is at its lowest level on record. Girls still outperform boys overall, but the margin has shrunk to just 6.1 percentage points. This is partly because girls' results have dipped slightly while boys have risen. Analysts suggest that wider well-being issues, including mental health and social media pressures, may be holding girls back in ways that weren't as visible before. Finally, language choices among students are shifting. For the first time ever, more students sat Spanish than French. Spanish attracted nearly 137,000 entries compared to about 133,000 for French. Teachers say students see Spanish as more useful globally, and they associate it with travel, football, and pop culture. While it's encouraging to see interest in languages, the decline in French and German raises concerns about the future of traditional European language teaching in the UK. Taken together, these trends show how GCSEs are still evolving in the aftermath of the pandemic. Results aren't just numbers on a page. They highlight deeper challenges in education, from inequality and resits to well-being and shifting cultural priorities. For students opening those envelopes today, the grades mark one milestone. But for the education system, they raise big questions about what needs to change next.